There's no real friendship in poverty. Hi, welcome back to another episode of Healing into Femininity. It's me, Joanna Fatonji, and today we're talking about there's no love in friendship. I made an episode around there's no real love in poverty. What did I say? There's no love in friendship? No, there is no friendship in poverty, and there's no love in poverty. It's basically the same, but I have more to say about that. The thing is, we're looking for people out here, right? So many people are thinking, "Oh, I'm alone. I'm alone. Like I am in this isolation phase. I feel alone." And at the same time, we kind of know that human beings are social creatures, right? But the thing is that I want to say here to give some clarity and to give some nuance. I always like to start with the bottom, right? With the foundation. So most likely, depending, like it depends on where you come from, but most likely, like this is the human condition. And it doesn't matter like if you really grew up in deep poverty, but also if you grew up in mediocrity or middle class or let's say like a normal life, it really is, there are levels to it, but basically it is the same. We're talking about, like, I'm talking to women here who are ready to transform their lives to make five, six, seven figures in their business or try like wanting to create that business, right? So this is the kind of woman that I speak to. You already are an overachiever. You have probably already climbed the social ladder to an income bracket of like 3 to 7,000 euros, some things around that, or dollars. And you are probably also like certified in something, right? Maybe you have your formal education, maybe you have learned something else, like you're a coach or a trainer or an expert on some level. You have already fought yourself to a certain position, but you know there's more. You know there's more. And I want to give some more context around where you came from or where we came from and where we are going, right? Where we are going, mm, and what it is that you need to do in order to come up to the higher levels of freedom. Yes, I talk about money, but it's not only about money. So again, coming back to this friendship thing, right? You've probably felt it as well because again, as human beings, we have this like animal side to us and we have the mind, like the mental, the spiritual side to us. And the animal part in us can feel and sense things, the so-called sixth sense, right? But it's literally, it's a basic animal instinct that we feel things like just looking at people, right? When their eyes change, the way their body changes, like we can sense those things. And why I'm saying that is we kind of feel with the most people probably that they don't love us. Let's be real, they don't really love us. So we are in friendships that are rooted in probably also a trade-off, right? What can you do for me? This is what I can do for you. Maybe you've had friends for years, and maybe it started out as a very like innocent love relationship because it's as children's we are taken care of, and then we are not out here fighting for survival, but this is where we can nourish real friendships. But then we become older, we are investing more time into our education, into our work, and then we realize all of the social dynamics, like people want to like buy houses and cars, and not all of a sudden we are in this world of brands, right? Like she's buying Louis Vuitton and she's going to the Côte d'Azur, she's flying to here, to the Oman and to Dubai and whatever, to Africa. So then we realize, oh, I want that too. Like, right, I want that too, or like maybe you're the one doing all these things and other people want that too, but it doesn't happen. And most people just it's just again human nature. You have it in you, I have it in me. We have to check these parts. But if people are not self-aware, if they're not doing the inner work, it is very, very common, very, very Yeah, just normal, that people kind of get jealous, they get envious, right? People have trust issues as well. So maybe people like that you call your friends, they're not going to tell you exactly what they're doing because they don't trust you. Maybe people are not telling you even when they're coming up. This is something that I had. So let me give you a little story time. One thing that I realized when I was on my come up, so I have been a coach for 7 years now, and I have always been somebody that I always wanted to take people on the journey along with me. So like going all the way back, like let's say 15 years, like the first job that I had when I was still in uni, I became a wealth consultant. So helping people to save their wealth, like through insurances and stuff, and also creating investment plans. So this is what I did. And it was like a pyramid system, right? Like a network marketing kind of business model. But I understand the business model, right? Sometimes it doesn't work out the way people promise it, but that's a story for another day. But for me, it was always like, oh, I have the opportunity to learn and to get myself ahead. I want to pass on this opportunity because I was in abundance mindset, right? I wanted to help other people to do it. But then people got in and then the blame game started. People blame you for they're not having the successes and blah, blah, blah. So this was the first thing that I got into. And then later on, I also continued to get into things like social marketing, right? Network marketing, social marketing, literally just sharing knowledge, information, products with people that helped me and that I believe that could help them too. But there are so many people in scarcity mindset. They don't trust you. Again, coming back to the trust issues, they think you want to rip them off, even though you provide value, right? People become jealous of your level up. People become jealous of your position. People are envious. Why? Because they're programmed like that. I always say, don't even take it personal. Don't take it personal. don't don't take it personal. It's not personal, and it's very, they don't blame them. Like it's not their fault. Like that's their subconscious program. That's the human conditioning. But at the same time, knowing those things is important for you to know where you stand and be cautious. Like really be cautious and make your own experiences. That's what I just think. Make your own experiences and know and watch people, learn discernment, like who can you trust and who can you not trust. Again, it's not in terms of creating fear or I want you to be isolated and just go into your cave alone. Maybe that is good. I definitely think if you are on a transformational journey, going upward in terms of financial creation, and because the finances always follow your personal development, the more your personal development goes, like the more you develop your personality, like that's literally how you can say it. The more you develop your personality, the more you will be able to make more money, right? And this happens when you put a lot of time and energy and attention on yourself and deconstructing and learning to relax, learning to be more in your love state, right? And learning to really be a person of value, of solution creation instead of just getting through the day, right? So this is what I mean by transformation, is becoming your richest, most beautiful, most lovable, most free and happy self. So just realizing that most people, again, and it's not personal, most people are in survival mode. Yeah, they are in fight, like attack, right? Offense and defense. They are hiding, like they're not really showing who they are, right? They're always constantly in a rush, right? They have a very narrow vision. They just want to get through the day. And it also is part of it that most people will be like, okay, what can you do for me? What can you do for me? Oh, you can't do nothing for me, so I'm going to throw you away. I'm going to throw you under the bus. It's not just because I like you, but it's really about, okay, who are you? What can you do for me? That's everything is okay. Everything is okay. Just create the awareness that there are levels. right? And to know, again, I believe that their friendship can only happen when you are at the same level with the person. And at the same level doesn't mean like same in everything. But if somebody is very genuinely happy with themselves, and if they are living a lifestyle of continuous growth, that's two important factors. Living a life of growth and at the same time being content where they are. And this comes with a certain level of socioeconomic status, right? If you are, let's say, around the 5 to 10,000 euro, 10,000 upward, I think this is not where you stop, no, but this is what I think is possible where people are more content with themselves. But again, they also have to have this mindset of continuing to grow in like meditation. I made a like a hierarchy. I believe that that's my little theory that people around the 5,000 euro or dollar a mark, they start to meditate. So they start to meditate. This is where you realize that you are not your thoughts. You come into a more of a relaxed state. Then the 10,000 mark is really getting to know yourself, the knowledge of self. That's just random. It can be different, but that's just my hierarchy now. So knowledge of self, realizing that you have both, right? You have this animal nature, you have your higher mind, you have your shadow self, whatever you want to call it, right? You have your shadow self, you have your persona. And then when you know yourself more and you master yourself and both become friends, right? You're the beast, the beauty and the beast, they become friends. You get to the 100,000 euro mark, right? This is where we get into the level of self mastery in terms of mindset, in terms of emotional control, emotional mastery, right? Also, then your habits and especially your systems, right? In terms of money creation. So you have a system that brings in the money. Yeah. So it's just one example. It doesn't have to be that. But again, I just want to shed some light on why I believe that there is no friendship in poverty, because most likely it will be a trade-off. Like you do this for me, I do this for you. I can use you and you can use me, which is not necessarily bad, but then I believe there should be a compensation and this is another very important one, is that most people do it unconsciously and it comes from this darkness, it comes from the shadow. Maybe you think they love you, but underneath something else is going on. Like they don't love you, they just exploit you for some kind of energy or whatever you provide to them. And let's be real, the same thing could be going on with you as well. So you think, yeah, you love them, but underneath here, your animal self is siphoning off energy from them, whether it be money, whether it be you're just with them because of their reputation or because of their social status, and you think you can gain something from that, right? Again, it's not inherently bad to choose people because of their status. No, I think it's actually good, because this would also underline my thesis of there's no friendship in poverty, but there is, and this is what I've observed personally, that there is more friendliness, there is more cooperation, there are more relaxed and regulated people, more healed people over a certain amount of income. Not necessarily they can be millionaires and maybe people above. Like I don't know too many people above, to be honest. Like multimillionaires, yes, but I personally don't know a billionaire. But people who are millionaires who are still very unregulated, who are still very much in their fight and flight, who are still very traumatized, who are still not healed. So that's very important for you to know. Just because even you, maybe it's you, maybe you are a millionaire, maybe you are already making six figures, but you're still not enjoying. You're still not enjoying. You still don't have love. You still don't have really mutually loving friendships or relationships that feel very good and at the same time very free. Then it's because you still have unhealed trauma. Maybe you still have wounds. Yeah, wounds of betrayal, undeservingness, things like that. So, but let's not broaden this topic too much. Really focus back on no friendship in poverty. It's a bold statement, I know, but I just wanted to give some nuance and why it can be hard to actually really find friends in on your come up as well. Like if you are a social climber, if you are one who is growing into higher status, yeah, probably you will have to disconnect from the old people because they are not growing. Again, two things to focus on is number one, that a person is genuinely happy with themselves. And I believe that's it. And they want to, and they're already not just wanting to, like in terms of a wish, a lip wish, but they want to grow. They want to grow and they do things to grow. They're on a self-improvement journey. That's their lifestyle, right? They like to learn and to grow and to educate themselves. And they want to make more money and invest and seek out opportunities and things like that. So I think that's very important. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. If you like this topic, if you like the point, right? Let me know what your experiences is. And yeah, just give me a comment, give me some love. Let me know, yeah, what you think, and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share it with a friend. Or maybe not. Maybe this is not something that you share with a friend. Maybe this is something that you share with nobody. I don't know. Maybe you share this with somebody who's also on the level up journey. But it's really about creating awareness, okay? Again, no judgment. I don't say it's 100% true in all cases, but that's my experience. Watch out for those two things, that the person is genuinely happy with themselves and they are on their personal self-improvement journey. So very, very important. If you want help, like if you are the woman that I just described, if you are on your level up journey, if you are already a social climber, right? If you already have an income, let's say around 3 to 5,000 euros, something like that, and you want to learn and you want to kind of accelerate the process and you want to be helped, because this is also something that I don't want to go too far, but one thing that I can say is that yes, maybe you can't trust a lot of people in your environment, but if people are outside of the circle, like if people have already created a level of safety and of comfort for themselves, as I said, this is how I got to where I am. I had a mentor and I also had people who are on their level up journey, who are more friendly, helping, cooperative, right? Because there are people who love, there are people who want to share their experiences. Yeah. So if you want support, if you want to have help, if you want to be part of some of my programs, like I have 3 core programs. Of course, it's paid programs, but if you really want the support structure for you to get from where you are to the next level, whether it be another income level, right? Let's go to the 10,000 euros a month, or even higher to the 100,000 euros a month. Let's see where you are. Yeah, let's talk. Like hit me up on joannafatonji.com. You see the enroll now, and that this is where you can book a strategy session with me or one of my with my team members, and then we'll see where you are and you get the support. And I can tell you that it works. The system that I work with works. It's a proven, repeatable, reliable system of transformation that has already helped hundreds of thousands of people around the world. Okay. So much love to you. And again, just because like maybe this episode was a little gloomy, yeah, but there is love. There is love out here. But at the same time, I always want to make sure that you also know what's going on in other people who might not be on the same journey. So you don't burn yourself continuously. Okay. All right. So much love to you. And I'm looking forward to hear from you in the comments, in the appointment booking, wherever it is. All right. So until then, stay dangerous. Bye bye.